Another episode of the show. Today, we're talking to Joy, who is the owner of Headspace over on 100th Street, right not far from Moose FM. Good morning, Joy.
Good morning. Thank you so much for letting me be here today.
Hey, thank you so much for coming by. We were talking a bit about what you do at your store. I think I've been in there once or twice, and you kind of have a lot of cool stuff that you do. So for people who don't know about Headspace, Tell us what your store is about and kind of what you're about.
Absolutely. So my little store, it's evolved over the years along with myself because we have been open over a decade. Our little store is really focused on sharing what's in our community. So kind of highlighting some of the artists and some of the different things that go on in our community that sometimes don't have really an avenue or a light already shone on them. So I'm trying to kind of pick up the people and the artists that don't always have a chance to show their art and give them an opportunity to show their art and to be able to sell art supplies and other things for the community, because we just don't have a lot of those types of things available in Fort St. John at the moment. So I'm trying to bring some new products and some interesting art workshops and kind of sharing my knowledge and hoping that I can give the community something special and important that we don't have.
Yeah, I know you mentioned, for example, Samantha Wigglesworth is sort of one of the people. I mean, they might do a run at the gallery or have a show or something, but then after that's done, where can they then sell their art afterwards?
And I think it's important to mention that with most galleries, they do charge quite a lot for commission. So with me and my store, my focus is never taking any money from the artist. So 100% of their art goes to them.
Wow.
So I would never charge an artist money just because I'm an artist myself and I have the extra space on my walls that I'm not using. So, if you are an artist that doesn't or can't afford a 30% taking off of your commission for your art, which can be a pretty large portion.
Yeah.
Headspace is a great little area to hang a couple of your pieces where you're not getting money coming off the top of your art, so you can sell it at a lower price, which makes it sell faster. So having a bunch of local artists up in the store that can just get 100% of their profit back.
Now, is it just kind of local painting, that sort of medium-ish kind of stuff you sell, or is there like
huge
books
variety, and it's always changing because there's always people coming in and going, oh, you sell local art, could I put my stuff up? And I'm always receptive. So it's completely out there. There's pins, handmade stickers, there's pencil cases, there's steampunk art, found object art. We've got clothing that's handmade. We have jewelry, drinking glasses, coasters, paintings, pointillism, beautiful, well-done Gliese prints, like high-quality gallery Gliese prints, decals, metalwork, woodwork. I could go on forever. I'm willing to take pretty much anyone's art that has had a hard time showing their art in the community. So, at the gallery.
And it's all, as you say, local people who've made this.
Local, cards, greeting cards, all kinds of wonderful things. Wonderful for gifts, too.
Yes, and it's we're getting right to the perfect time of year for that.
Absolutely.
We were talking beforehand a bit about kind of the journey you've been on, to this moment when, you own Headspace and have for some time. Tell us a bit about that. What kind of started you down this road and saying, I want to open a shop that is about kind of local people and bringing them together and showcasing them to other local people?
Well, I had the honor of working for a gentleman named Henry C., who is a well-known local. He's a musician and a very well-known book guy. He even actually did some local book readings and all kinds of interesting literature groups. So he was really well known there because he held a lot of different events and things like that as well, and music events. So Henry and I started this adventure together, and we both were very focused on trying to bring something interesting and different to Fort St. John. And unfortunately, when we started Headspace together a couple years in, he did pass away from brain cancer, but he handed his portion of the store down to me, which was an incredible honor, honestly. And so I'm just trying to uphold what our thoughts and our beliefs were with the business going forward with Henry in my heart, and hoping that he would be proud of what we've continued to do. So highly focused on the community and amazing customer service, trying to do anything to help anyone, even if it's not related to my business. We're just trying to be really good, positive influence on the community. And for me, honestly, I've evolved into hoping to do something with the youth and the at-risk youth in our community with the arts, because art is therapy for me. And I've been to quite a few large conferences dealing with art, mental health, and all kinds of health. I do art because I have fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain problem.
Yeah.
And so I've used art as therapy for a long time, and I've noticed how powerful it can be, especially in an at-risk youth community. So my ultimate goal would be to create a space in my business for at-risk youth that can come and make free art. I have a tremendous amount of craft supplies that are sitting in a storage unit now that I've had my own kiddo. So it's all just sitting there, and I've collected it my whole life. And I know lots of other people have tons of craft supplies and things that's sitting around not using. So hopefully we can get that all donated eventually, and we can create a space where kids can just come and create and kind of, not worry about what's going on at home. So that would be the ultimate goal, is really trying to create a positive impact in the community, and especially towards the youth. Because, me being a young person and growing up from, a small child in this community watching our issues, the youth is really my high focus, and trying to create other things for them to do. Just because we have a lot of months of winter and not as much, things and activities for kids to partake in. So that would be my ultimate goal, is really just trying to make a positive impact on the community. And I think that's what Henry originally also wanted to do. So I'd like to carry that forward and do my best to, hold his honor there for him.
Wow. Very cool. Let's talk a bit about the kind of store itself and people accessing what you have for sale.
Yep.
Maybe some of these, workshops in the future and stuff you're hoping to put on. Where are you? When are you open? What's kind of the best way to reach you?
For sure. So we're open Tuesday to Saturday, 10 to 5. So we are right on Main Street, so 100th Street, basically one block up from 100th and 100th. So it's a really nice central location. It's all new construction, so big, wide sidewalks, lots of nice parking. And in store, we have an incredible array of professional art supplies. So I'm kind of focused on the high-end art supplies at the moment. Eventually we'll be bringing in more craft supplies as well, but I know we have some stores locally that focus on that.
Yeah.
So my focus is high-end professional art supplies. So we've got incredible lines of all kinds of painting mediums, dry mediums, liquid mediums. So that would be like, pastels and charcoals and all kinds of different graphites and papers of all sizes and all kinds, printmaking supplies. We have really interesting kits that are different as well. Like we've got graffiti kits and all kinds of interesting henna kits and solar transfer kits. We've got screen printing and all kinds of interesting mediums. We also have, like crackle paste and molding paste where you can build up three-dimensional artwork on a canvas. And just the list goes on and on and on and on, and airbrushing supplies. So and we're focused on also trying to host workshops. Right now we're hosting fluid art workshops, usually a couple times a month. And that basically entails all ages. You don't need any creative abilities at all, which is great if you're starting an art workshop, because a lot of people get nervous about needing to have some knowledge in the field, and you don't need any. And it's very fun and organic as you're playing around with the paint, and it kind of just forms itself. So, we usually do our workshops a couple times a month, so you can hit us up on our Facebook page for Headspace. I also started a group under my own name, which is Joy Larstone's Fluid Art Workshops. That's a really good way to stay connected with workshops that are going on, because you'll get notified before they're even going, which is good, because usually it's first come, first serve with tickets for an event like that. So, those are the kinds of things we're really doing right now.
Awesome. Well, I definitely recommend you go check out Headspace. Again, 10 to 5, Tuesday to Saturday, just over here on 10116 100th Street. And you can follow them on Facebook for more info. Joy, what a pleasure it was to meet you. Thanks for coming by today.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Thanks for having me. It was an honor.
All right. Vocal for Local is brought to you by the Fort St. John Co-op.